Welcome to Barbara's Bulletin, the podcast where we bring you the latest news and updates from around the world. We're starting off with a significant development in Venezuela, where at least 80 political prisoners have been released as part of an ongoing release process. According to Foro Penal, a leading Venezuelan rights group, this brings the total number of released political prisoners to over 156 since January 8th. The releases come after Delcy Rodriguez, the president of Venezuela's National Assembly, announced that her government would be freeing a large number of prisoners. While some have welcomed this move as a positive step towards reconciliation and human rights, others remain skeptical about the motivations behind it. Orlando Perez, a Latin America expert from the University of North Texas at Dallas, suggests that Rodriguez's regime may be trying to appease the U.S. by offering concessions on oil while making only cosmetic changes regarding democracy and human rights. On the other hand, some argue that this could be a genuine attempt by the Venezuelan government to address concerns around human rights and political freedom. As the situation continues to unfold, families of those still imprisoned are holding out hope that their loved ones will be released soon. Marcel Cordones, the mother of a 28-year-old Army lieutenant who has been jailed for allegedly being part of a plot to overthrow President Maduro, has been camping outside a maximum security prison, waiting for news about her son's potential release. While there are differing opinions on the significance and motivations behind these releases, one thing is clear: the situation in Venezuela remains complex and multifaceted. We'll continue to monitor developments and bring you updates as more information becomes available. We'll be right back with more of today's top news on Barbara's Bulletin. Welcome back to Barbara's Bulletin. We're diving into our middle segment, where we bring you the latest updates on a story that's been making headlines across the country. A severe winter storm has been sweeping through the United States, causing widespread disruptions to air travel. According to reports, over 11,000 flights have been canceled, with many more delayed or rescheduled. The storm, which began on Friday, has brought icy temperatures and snow to areas from New Mexico to Maine, affecting major airports such as Boston Logan International, LaGuardia Airport in New York City, and Hartsfield-Jackson International in Atlanta. American Airlines seems to have been hit the hardest, with 50% of their scheduled flights canceled and 17% delayed. The Federal Aviation Administration has issued ground stops and delays at several regional and international airports, including Austin Bergstrom International Airport and Dallas-Fort Worth Airport in Texas. Meanwhile, power outages have been reported in various states, including Tennessee, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Georgia, with over 250,000 households affected in Tennessee alone. It's essential to note that the storm has also been blamed for the deaths of at least 9 people, mostly in southern states, with additional reports of individuals found outside in New York City. Our thoughts are with the families and loved ones of those affected by this severe weather. As the storm continues to move eastward, it's crucial for travelers to stay informed about their flight status and plan accordingly. We urge everyone to prioritize their safety and take necessary precautions during this challenging time. Welcome back to Barbara's Bulletin. As we conclude today's program, I'd like to shift our focus to a critical situation unfolding in Iran. For over 17 days, the Iranian government has imposed a near-total communications blackout, silencing the voices of protesters and making it challenging for journalists and human rights groups to report on the extent of the crackdown. Despite this, some Iranians have managed to gain sporadic access to the internet, sending messages and videos abroad that offer a glimpse into the severity of the situation. These brief windows of connectivity have allowed families to reassure loved ones that they are alive and have also enabled the sharing of information about the government's response to the protests. According to human rights groups, the number of fatalities may be significantly higher than initially reported, with some estimates suggesting that thousands more Iranians may have been killed. The demonstrations, which began in late December, were sparked by economic hardship and a currency crisis, but have quickly evolved into direct calls for the overthrow of the Islamic Republic. The Iranian authorities' efforts to lift the shutdown while maintaining tight censorship filters have resulted in these brief moments of online connectivity. Internet experts believe that this may be related to the government's attempts to balance its desire to control the narrative with the need to allow some level of communication. In related news, a third group of Iranians deported by the U.S. is returning home, according to Iran's semi-official Tasnim news agency. This development comes amid heightened tension between Washington and Tehran following Iran's crackdown on nationwide protests. As we wrap up today's program, I want to emphasize the importance of staying informed about global events and their impact on individuals and communities. The situation in Iran serves as a reminder of the power of communication and the human desire for connection, even in the face of adversity. That's all for today's Barbara's Bulletin. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, stay engaged.